Ever heard of the 1941 Cape Girardeau, Missouri UFO crash? Buckle up, cause this is one wild ride. Legend has it, back in April 41, something extraordinary happened in the skies over Cape Girardeau. In the late evening hours, Reverend William Huffman was urgently summoned with swift determination. He donned his coat and hurried into a waiting car. Meanwhile, 13-year-old Charlotte Mann, unaware of the urgency, assumed her grandfather was called upon by the local sheriff. Only later did she discover the call stemmed from a nearby military base reporting an aircraft crash. As Huffman departed, Charlotte noticed an unusual agitation in her typically composed grandfather. Upon arrival at the scene, Reverend Huffman was greeted by a flurry of activity. Military personnel, local law enforcement, and authoritative figures surrounded a silver, metallic disc embedded in the ground. The aftermath of a crash, shards of the craft's outer material were scattered around the impact site. Amidst the wreckage, Huffman's attention was drawn to three small humanoid figures, clearly non-human. One was still alive but succumbed shortly after his arrival. At the request of an official, Huffman conducted blessings over the deceased beings, noting their oversized heads, delicate frames, and curious attire resembling wrinkled foil. Following the ritual, plain-clothed men meticulously documented the beings, photographing them and gauging their size by extending their arms. The damaged craft, its interior laid bare with small seats, peculiar gauges, and otherworldly lights, held an unfamiliar material adorned with what seemed like Egyptian-type hieroglyphics, emitting an otherworldly brilliance. Unexpectedly, upon Huffman's return, an unsettling silence befell the incident. No further communications from the military, no shared details. It wasn't just Huffman. The entire town seemed to collectively forget the events of April 1941. The conspicuous absence of public disclosure raised numerous inquiries. Despite the presence of local authorities and witnesses, including Mann's grandfather, no additional testimonies surfaced. Yet, given the surreal nature of the situation and the context of the time, authorities could have easily directed individuals towards patriotism, ensuring a unified silence. This event wasn't an anomaly. Reports indicated a string of similar crashes across North America during the 1940s, notably the Roswell incident and the 1948 Paradise Valley case. Speculation suggested a correlation between heightened cosmic activity and the world's turmoil during World War II, leading to multiple crash landings in that era. These occurrences beckoned the question, why did extraterrestrial visitors suddenly focus on this region during those turbulent years? Some hypothesized a link between these inside and the escalating global conflict and the subsequent U.S. involvement in World War II. The mystery lingered. If these accounts held truth, what led these alien crafts to crash land with such recurrent frequency? And there's still so much we don't know about them. One of the biggest questions people have is, why do UFOs appear? There are reports of them appearing in exactly the same place every time. Yet other times, they disappear without a trace. Some theories suggest that they could be government cover-ups, while others believe it's due to extraterrestrial life forms. Another intriguing aspect is the reports of sightings involving pilots and astronauts. Many claim to have been approached by UFOs while flying, or even landing on them. Some say these encounters were peaceful, while others are convinced that they were engaged in secret military activities. Famous UFO encounters include the ones reported by the pilots Waco, Roswell, and Jodrell Bank. Each of these incidents has its own unique details and explanations, leaving us with more questions than answers. Do you have a story about an UFO encounter that you think would make a great topic for discussion? Share it with us, and let's keep the conversation going.